Greetings once again from Los Angeles International Airport. It's Walt with Runway DFW, and we have finally made it into the bowels of Terminal B, the Tom Bradley International Terminal at Los Angeles International Airport. Just went through the ordeal of going through security. It took a little bit. Here's our flight. 11:50 p.m. says it's on time, flight 12 to Seoul. Got 3 Seoul flights going out, Asiana, Air Premia, and Korean. I'm on the Korean. It's a 747 Intercontinental. And so anyway, finally got into the line to check in my check-in bag at the Korean Air terminal, the Korean Air desk, a little after 8 o'clock Central Pacific time. And let's see, I'm going to gate 150. Hang on, gate 150. So that way to gates 130 to 146, 201 to 2035. Oh, here we go, this way. So, sorry, talking to myself. So there was an issue when I checked in, and it's funny because this happened to my son many years ago. I'll explain. They kind of looked at me funny and took my passport and went to get a supervisor and wanted to know, do I have return passage to the United States before my passport expires. It expires in January. And I said, yes, but I'm traveling on a different airline. So I had to dredge out my reservation for Cathay Pacific for my return flight a week from Tuesday. So that got straightened out. And then there was a weight issue with one of my bags. Now, I had weighed them all very carefully, but the weight that I saw online was different than what they had specified when I got there. So I had to do some change-ups, rearranging the bag in the bag line. So it took a little longer than I thought it was going to check in.
The LAX USO is currently open to active duty military, reservists, and retirees of the
and then I got to security. The security line moved pretty quickly. We had to walk 4 abreast past some drug-sniffing dogs, which I'd never had that experience before, but there were several dogs, I guess, that could be rotated. And then it was time to check the bags. And now I had traveled with Mrs. Runway DFW internationally just a month or so ago, and went through. It was no hassle. I had to take a few things out of my bags because I've got all sorts of cameras and monitors and security and computers and an iPad and all that stuff. But they wanted to more carefully research my bag, so obviously I let them, but it took me quite a while they had to kind of tear things apart, and then I had to put all things back together. So here's the gate. It's gate 150, Korean Air, going to Seoul Incheon, still on time. It'll board at 11:15, and currently it's 9:18 Pacific time. So let's see if the plane is here. I don't see it out there. So there's the gate, or the jet bridge, but there is no plane attached to it currently. So that's the update. I'm in. I am super thirsty, so I'm going to go get some beverage, because of course I had to dispose of my water bottle, my half a consumed water bottle before going through security. That's to be expected. So a very nice terminal here at Tom Bradley. LA Plane Spotter Rudy says, I love the way it smells in there. You know, I hadn't even noticed anything regarding the aroma of this terminal. I'll keep that in mind, Rudy. So anyway, thank you for watching. It's just going to be a brief one because I really need to consume liquids, as that ordeal kind of took it out of me. Well, the other story I was going to tell you is that my son had a similar situation with needing to show that he had onward passage, but as it turns out, he didn't. He was going to Europe for just to kind of bum around in the summer while he was in college with some pals of his. There were 3 of them. And so their first leg of the trip was to go to Ireland, and they got to Ireland, and the Irish authorities said, "No, we're going to send you back because you don't have any documentation that you're going to go back to the United States." And the interesting part was that those 3 when they got back to New York, which is where they had taken off from. I can't remember how it exactly worked, but the news media got wind of it, one of the local stations in New York. And so they did a story about these kids who got, turned away from Ireland to just try to go on a summer break vacation. And with that publicity, they got free tickets back to Ireland. They got a hero's welcome. They got like the key to the city in Dublin. It was quite a story, and something they'll always remember. So anyway, that's it from here. I may have one more update before we get on the plane, so you can get a look at it. I know you know what a 747 looks like, but what I don't know is, and I haven't looked at Flight Radar yet, is to see what the livery is, because whether we have the traditional Korean Air livery or the new age modern one that was just introduced earlier this year. So once again, we're on 747 Intercontinental, Korean Air Flight 12, leaves here scheduled for 11:50 Pacific time, and it's supposed to get in at 5 a.m. Korean time on Tuesday in the future. So thank you, Michelle, for wishing a great flight. The messages are going by faster than I can reply to them, but it's nice to have you all here to say hello. Pardon me. I'm thirsty. But I think that'll be it for now. I'll probably check in one more time later on, but until then, I hope you have a good night, a good day, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Thank you for watching this update from Runway DFW. Talk to you soon.